Hello everyone. So today we are going to solve the GeoGebra problem of the day, that is smallest window containing all characters. So it's a 8-point problem and difficulty level is hard. So you're given two strings S and P. You're supposed to find the smallest substring in S consisting of all the characters including duplicates of the string P. Return empty string in case no such substring is present. If there are multiple such substring of the same length found, return the one with least starting index. So let's say S and P, two strings are given. So we are supposed to find the characters of P in S. So here it is TOC. So we'll find T first. We got 2T. We'll jump to this T. Then the next is O. We got O. Then we'll go to C and we got C here. So I mean it's not necessary that these three elements should be consecutive. There could be some elements in between like here. So the output would be TOPRAC. So let me explain with C++ code and I will explain side by side. So initially first we'll check the condition that this should be less than this, and if it is not so we'll return as blank. So we'll check if p dot size is greater than s dot size, we'll return blank. And after that we'll declare something called vector of int, and we'll declare frequency of p 26,0. There are 26 letters in total and initially frequency is 0, and the same way we'll declare the frequency of s 26,0. So frequency of p holds how many of each character we need, and frequency of s holds how many of each character are currently in the active window. And after declaring this, we'll iterate through each character in P and we'll count the frequency C minus A. So C minus A converts C into some numeric form, and as its count is increasing, we'll increase its frequency. Then we'll declare something called required as P dot size. That is, in this case it's 3, in this case it's 3, in this case it's 4. And after doing so, we'll create a window left to right. That is, the output is the left is T and the right is C. So this is how the window is created. So initially the left is 0 and the minimum length is int max, and let's say starting index equal to -1. Then we'll iterate from right equal to 0 till the last element of s and right plus plus, and we'll go through the each element of right, I mean each character of each alphabet of right, and we'll check its frequency and will increase accordingly. And now we'll check if this particular character is needed and we haven't exceeded its required count. I mean if frequency of P C minus A, I mean if frequency of C in P is greater than 0, I mean if it is among here, that is greater than 0, and we found that this is lesser, I mean among here it is lesser than P. So let's say we got a window where C exists in P but we didn't get in S, so that's what is less than, I mean it's 1 here and 0 here, so that is lesser than this. In this case we'll reduce required minus minus. It means that the frequency of S of C is lesser than frequency of P of C. It means we still need this occurrence We reduce required because one missing character is now satisfied. If it is extra or not needed, we ignore it. And after doing so, if all the characters are matched, and then we will try to shrink the window. I mean, till here all the characters are matched and we figured out everything. Now we will try to shrink the window as per this the condition of the question. So we'll go inside the while loop. We'll check till the time required is 0, and if right minus left plus 1, that is the window size, is less than minimum length, each time we will configure the minimum length and we'll try to reduce it, or we'll put minimum length as this only. So let's say initially minimum length was 5 and this we got as 4, so we'll put minimum length as 4, and we'll put starting index as left. And after doing so, we want to remove the extra element that is in the left, so we'll try to remove it. We'll put left character equal to s of left frequency of left of a minus minus. We'll reduce its frequency because anyhow we are moving forward and we are eliminating the last elements. And if we found that if frequency of p left character minus a is greater than 0, I mean it is among p and this element exists in p that is greater than 0, and while moving forward we have let me write it as left char of if this is lesser than frequency of p, so like in this case, if this element in S is lesser than in P, then we'll increase the required plus plus. Because it shouldn't be lesser, right? It should be equal to this in order to match. So we'll put required as plus plus till the time required becomes 0. And we'll increase left plus plus because we are moving rightwards, and at last we'll return starting index. If the start index equal to minus 1, I mean doesn't exist, then return as blank, and if it is not so, we'll return the substring starting from start index and the length, that is minimum length. So there were few syntax error and I've corrected that, so go through it. And if we talk about the time and space complexity, then each index enters and leaves the window at most once, so the time is O of n, and there are two arrays of size 26, so the space complexity would be O of 1. So yeah, thank you.